Hey guys, so it's been a while. I'm in a kind of a super rush. I need to go to Walmart, need to get a pillow because I left a pillow at home like I do all the time. So I'm at my terminal, so let's see if my company has a courtesy car that I can grab right away. If not, I'm just gonna go fill a few jugs up with water, and I think that's it. So yeah, I'm so awkward making videos. Maybe this is why I don't make videos anymore. I've also been really busy, but okay, let's get going. We're in luck. Okay, so I got my groceries and my pillow. I have a mask on in the car because it's kind of smells in this car. But I'm still kind of in a rush on the way back to my terminal, drop off this car and get going. You see that? That is the Gary train. And it can last forever. We're still here. Oh my gosh. I am always leaving my lights on when I leave the truck. Never when I go to sleep. But whenever I leave, I just leave the lights on. Okay. Why is it so dark? Okay, so let's exit, clear stop. I already fueled
0.8
here.
miles ahead, turn left on South Klein Avenue Service Road.
Skip, because I don't need to fuel again. So that is how many miles I need to go by tomorrow. I think 6 a.m. So I think we will be fine. Shut down and I have plenty of time on this load, so I kind of just worry for no reason when I count everything as like I only go 50 miles an hour when in reality I actually go more than 50 miles an hour, so I save some time. But yeah, so I'm shut down. I'm just doing my post trip and seeing if there's any trash cans back here that I can throw away all my stuff instead of going to a fuel aisle. But so I'm only like 50 miles away from my customers. Yeah, so I'm like 50 miles away. I think I have to pay for a toll to go over this bridge in Minnesota. I'm not really sure, but I have cash pulled out just in case. But I've never had to do that before. I think it's going to snow tonight, so I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna start my pre-trip here in about 15 minutes. I'm an hour away, a little over an hour away, so my appointment's at 6. I'm gonna try to get there at 5:30. So yeah, I guess I don't think I'm gonna eat any breakfast. I'm just going to get dressed and get ready to go. Well, it snowed last night. Well, I'm walking back to my truck now. Hopefully the roads aren't that bad. Otherwise, I might be like a few minutes late. If they're bad. If the roads aren't bad, I'll be there on time. So let's get going. Let's see how the roads are. Office door is at. Because of the snow, I can't really see anything, any of the signs, and they're really small. But I found a guy, he said to go back out onto the street, and I have to go around this building. There'll be another entrance, so it's annoying, but hopefully they'll understand. If not, I don't think this place would take that long anyway, so I don't think it's gonna matter. Alright, so I found the receiving office. The signs are just so small and so tiny. It was like super hard, but it's 6:01, so I don't think it should be a problem. But I really have to use the bathroom, so let's see what they got for me. There are some serious weird bird sounds going on right now, but this is what I got to work with. And then there is a wall right over here. I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. So I'm just going to open up my doors right now. It's kind of hard with one hand. Man, those birds are just going at it. So I didn't have a lot, just that much that I had carrying over 1,200 miles. Okay, so I'm all backed up. Sounds weird. Alright, so I'm docked. It wasn't hard at all. I kind of thought it would be. I don't know why. I think everything's like going to be hard. But I couldn't see the lines on the ground because of the snow. So I did quite a few pull-ups just to kind of make sure I'm really kind of like up against the dock where I should be. It's kind of hard when you don't have any lines to know exactly where your bumper should be against the dock, and it's dark, so you can't really see the bumpers in the back. But they're already starting to unload me, so I should be out of here in like 5 minutes or so. So that's not bad. They actually had a bathroom for me, which was awesome because it is cold out, and I actually, really had to use the bathroom. And I didn't much fancy using the restroom in a porta potty in the cold, being frozen. So yeah, my next load is 200 miles away, so I'm driving empty 200 miles. So, and then I drive another 200 miles after that to one of our job yards, so it shouldn't be that bad of a day. It's just snowy out, cold. Snow's all pretty much slush. So anyways, so it's pretty much all slushy. So maybe I will show you guys what it looks like, what a pre-plan looks like. How often I get them is like I can get like 3 in one day, and I'll know where I'm going for the next 2 days, or I won't know until the day before where I'm going. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so they are already done, and that was like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna go back in, go get my paperwork, and then I guess write down my new directions and get going, because my next appointment is, let's see, in like 6 hours, and I'm planning on getting there in 4 hours or 5 hours because it's 200 something miles away. So I didn't even get around to showing you what a pre-plan looks like. So yeah, that's how fast they were. I can't tell if these are like the sounds of birds, but they sound like they're dying. It's just, they're so loud. I know you can't hear them right now. They're not even like making any noises at this exact moment, of course. Anyways, got my paperwork, so it's time to go. I'm gonna shut my doors, make sure that they took everything out. And I guess they left it kind of dirty. Okay, all right, let's get going. All right, gotta finish up my workflow, so that's complete. Just skip that. This. Oh, okay. Yep, there are my socks to dry. So gotta type in that number into here. So 204. Trailers 20995. No, it didn't hand unload. Yes, it's clean-ish. I'll take out everything that needs to be taken out. Doesn't need a wash. Okay. I don't know who signed it, so we'll just put in something that looks similar. 2C. Okay, mileage 145,816 incomplete. Oh, wait, what? No. Now complete. Depart. Complete. Send me my other workflow. So, this is what a pre-plan looks like. So, yeah, I just got this pre-plan yesterday. Pre-plan. Just yesterday at 2 p.m. I found out where I was going. Where I'm going to be going today. So, this is why I never know where I'm going until like the day before. Unless if it's like obviously I know that tomorrow I'll be in St. Paul. But I didn't know that until yesterday. And that's pretty much because, you know, this is over a 400-mile run, which I could do today, but because of the stops that I have to do, I most likely won't be able to get there today. So that is why, yeah, that's pretty much just why I don't know where I'm going until like a few days ahead of time or like the day before. Okay, up we go. I'm not really sure how to get out of here, but I hate taking state roads for longer than like 50 miles. Or I just hate taking state roads. But there are a few truck stops along the way. I actually wouldn't call them truck stops. They're most likely just places trucks can go to fuel. Not really a place to park. Every time I start talking, my GPS starts talking, but I'm going down to South Dakota, which I never go down there unless if I'm going through and heading off to the West Coast, which I haven't done in over a year. So I think they're just trying to break my heart a little bit. Alright, so I am on this road. It's US 12, and I will be on here for about 180 miles. So far, it's, you know, just your basic freeway or highway. I think the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, which, you know, okay, it's not bad. At least it's not 55. that had drove off into a ditch. There were cops there, so I'm not sure if it was a recent situation or not, but the roads seem pretty fine. But let's see if I end up driving through a storm. It is also very windy. It's very flat out here, very windy, and I'm empty. So let's just hope that the roads are clear and they don't start icing up further ahead, because that will be no fun. Sliding a little bit when I was trying to accelerate up to 35 or 45, and I can feel I was sliding a little bit. So yeah, it's a little bit, it's feeling a little sketchy right now. And it's still extremely windy. Okay, so I stopped to use the restroom, take a little stress break when it's like really icy. It can be a little bit stressful while you're driving, especially if you were empty and you went a little bit sliding. But yeah, I was just going, I think I was going 30, maybe I was going 40 miles an hour, and I sort of felt my truck sliding at 45. So I grabbed some food, used the restroom. I'm gonna eat really quick, and then I'm gonna get back to driving. I have 130 miles left to go. It's 9:10 and my appointment's at 1 o'clock, so I'm still gonna go really slow. A lot of the places call for 45-30 miles an hour. That's why I freaking hate state roads. So alright, I am back at it. So here we go. So right now I can't go faster than 35 miles an hour. Otherwise I start sliding off to one side. I know if I was loaded I could go a lot faster than this. That I am empty. It is very windy, and it is nothing but ice right now. So right now I'm just going 35. I mean, like, maybe if they, salted, put some salt down, it wouldn't be so icy, but we're out in the middle of nowhere, so that's just not how it works. And yeah, I can tell, like, my trailer is just sliding around. It's very scary. So right now my trailer is just sliding all over the place, and I'm going 25 miles an hour right now. It's extremely icy, extremely windy, and I am empty. I'm in Minnesota heading over to South Dakota, and yeah, it's extremely scary right now. Every time I accelerate just a little bit, I can feel my trailer just kind of sort of sliding around. I can just feel myself sliding around. So, yeah, really terrifying right now. to the wind, and the wind is just blowing me all over the place. Yeah, I can't even see anything right now. I can see further in my phone than I can actually see in real life. This isn't fog. This is just all blowing snow. It's not so much icy anymore, but mainly just extremely windy. So I'm still not going too fast, maybe like 30, 35. Plus, you don't see anyone driving until they are like right in front of you. So I don't want to like sneak up on anyone too fast and not be stopping time. Probably in the camera it looks, well, I mean it lit up right now, but probably in the camera it seems like you can see for a long whiles, but in reality, like, I can't really see, you know, that far ahead. I can see really good now, but just a few seconds ago I couldn't really see that far ahead. So it's 10 minutes to 1. I already let my company know that I'm not going to make it. I did have to drive at like 10, 15 miles an hour for a long time because of how icy it was, and I was going up hills a lot, which I was really kind of sliding all over the place while I was climbing the hill, and then a lot of times I had to drive on the rubble just so I can have traction while I'm driving, because again it was very icy, very windy, and I am empty, which makes the world of a difference. Most drivers will not even drive at all if it's this windy and if they're empty. And when it's icy, I mean, I meant like, you know, with it being icy and windy and empty. A lot of drivers won't even be out on the road. Most drivers don't even go out on the road when it's icy. Okay, so I got here, it's 2:15, so I got here an hour and 15 minutes late. I think they're pretty much going to load me as soon as there's a door available. I think there's like one other truck ahead of me, but I got here, I didn't crash, I didn't go off the road or anything, but it was still really scary, and there were a lot of times where I only could go 10 miles an hour. Otherwise I was losing control of my truck. Alright, I'm about to go exactly the same way that I came, but I have a lot of weight on my trailer, so a lot less dangerous. All it means is that I have less stopping power, but the road is so clear of other drivers that that's not really going to be a problem. So here we go. Every time. Okay, so it is 3:40. I dawdled quite a bit, so I'm going to do my pre-trip and get going back onto the same road that I was on yesterday. Walked in a bunch of snow. I definitely feel like it's not as windy today as it was yesterday. definitely should not have been driving empty, like over 200 miles on that road. It's really dangerous. So if you are not comfortable with driving, pull over, shut down, contact your company and let them know the conditions of the road. I've been driving for a while. This is my third winter. So I went very, very slow. Okay, sometimes I was going like 10, 15 miles an hour. There was no one behind me, except for one time. There was one truck behind me when the roads were really bad. And he was a double, and I saw that he was loaded. So he had some weight on him. But that is how empty the roads were. So anyways, I'm in Wisconsin right now. I'm heading over to Appleton, and I'm loaded right now. I'm getting loaded. And then I'm going to drop off in Appleton and then pick up another load in Appleton and take that all the way back to Minnesota. So hopefully the roads won't be that bad, but I will be loaded the whole time. And hopefully I can get loaded close to the area, but I'm probably not going to film just because I filmed that whole last trip of what it was like to drive on ice, but just kind of like a recap because I'm not really good at this whole video stuff. When you are driving on ice, okay, first of all, a lot of long-time drivers, experienced drivers will never even drive on ice. So I would not recommend it whatsoever at all. Especially in an area where it's very windy. That just causes more complications, makes it even more dangerous. So what I was doing is what I know a lot of other truck drivers wouldn't even do. But it was so deserted that I could drive 10 miles an hour, and I had my flashers on like the whole time. So when you are driving on ice and when you start slipping, do not start steering your steering wheel all over the place. Do not press on your brakes. Let off the throttle. Do not press on the gas. You wait for your trailer to right itself again. So again, especially if there's other vehicles in front of you, give a lot of space, because you don't want to be like pressing on your brake. I mean, like, I'm not a professional at this. This is only my third year. This is the second year of driving on ice. So, but pull over, be safe, slow down. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. So it's not really an educational video. It was just kind of like a video of how it was that day. Also, don't forget, I am an elopement micro wedding photographer. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Through the Evergreen, and I also have a website called throughtheevergreen.com. Yeah, I have to promote myself on my videos. Okay, bye.